Okay. Hopefully this thing works this time. Hopefully. I don't know, PS4 recording is weird. Got no control over it. Oh, anyways. Hey, PS4 Slain Man here. Welcome to Lazy Lesson again. I'm going to talk about... hold on, I'm stretching. I'm going to talk about Season 4 stuff. Because they're all buffs, so I can talk about them without being sad. I'm going to get into it right away, because PS4 likes to cut off my recording early, even when I try to increase the timer on how long it records for. So, we'll just get into it, try to do it super fast, super clean. We'll see how it goes. Here's Gief, doing his thing. I'll just do it in order of the actual patch notes, like the way they're listed. I'll just do it in order, and hopefully I don't mess up. Stand medium punch, 1 frame slower. Now I just said they're all buffs, but hold on, hear me out. So what they did is they gave it 1 more active frame, but also 1 more startup frame, and 2 more recovery frames. So overall, it's just a slower button, right? It's a lot slower. But they also gave it a bigger hitbox, so you can hit them really farther away now. This is a really good button now. I don't know if there's a button that G has that I could show this off easy. Maybe that one. Oh, never mind. Maybe G's normals are too good for me to show this off. Yeah, okay. I don't know what button to use it for G, but this goes a lot farther now. And really good poke. They buffed a lot of his mediums. I think almost all of his mediums. No, they didn't touch this, but basically these 3 buttons that were never used, they buffed them in a slight way, so they're more usable. One thing though is that they made it so that you still can't do this, even though they made stand medium kick and crouch medium kick. They changed those ones as well. You still can't do non-counter hit into this. It still won't work. But because of what they changed, well, I'll go over it later. But because of what they changed, you can no longer do medium punch into V-trigger 1 on block. If you look on the left there, it's not working. And then I'll put them on random. See? It doesn't work anymore. So that's the thing that exists. Why? I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh, let me drop my controller first and probably make loud noise. Hopefully not too loud noises. I dropped this thing all the goddamn time apparently. Thank God I have a carpet, or else this thing would be broken by now. Anyways, stand heavy punch, reduce the V gauge meter gain 300 to 200. So this is only for charged. This is like a universal thing they did where they made everyone's standing crush counters give you less V gauge. Uncharged still gives you, oh whoopsie, some random stuff. Uncharged still gives you the same of 150, yeah. It's just charged now only gives you 200. Before it used to give you a full bar. So considering this is a universal nerf for everyone, Gief got off really, really easy. Because they didn't nerf the uncharged, they only nerfed the charged. Because uncharged will still give you that much. If you land it twice and it's still a full bar. So yeah, that's it. That's nice. You didn't get screwed over as badly. Stand medium kick. It's 1 frame slower. So what that means is you can no longer do this into this. It doesn't combo anymore. It doesn't work. But now they gave it a better hitbox, so again it goes slightly farther. Very slightly farther, so it's just a better poke. And then also, what else did they do? +2 on hit? Yeah, it's +2 on hit now, so you can do... Oh wait, let me turn counter hit off. So you can do this now. Yeah, good for him. Just Gief being +2 is just good. Because you can either, hit you with a jab to keep you grounded, or do whatever Gief wants to do if he's +2. +2 is that magical number, Crush light punch, reduced the pushback on hit. Reduced it by a lot. Here, I'll show you what I mean. So, if he's blocking, 1, 2, 3. He's crouching, by the way, so it's 1, 2, 3. The 4th one just barely misses him. But now if he's not blocking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it's a lot. So there's two things. One, it makes, you know, ticks out is more reliable. Like you're in range for stuff now. Like I could probably walk up medium. Yeah. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, see. So it also allows for this combo to exist, and it makes this combo more consistent. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's cool. It's a very good buff, to be honest. Yeah, 'cause now this combo is actually consistent on like almost every character, for how much they reduce the pushback by, and then just making it so that landing a crouch light punch, you know, in the tick throw is a lot easier, and a lot scarier. I like it. I like that buff like a lot. Crouch medium kick is now +2 on hit. That's the only thing they did to it. They didn't give it a better hitbox or anything. It's just +2 on hit, which again makes it so you can do this. That's too far. Yeah, it's too far. But you know, you can be far away when you jump in and be like, no, it's still close enough now. All right, there we go. It still sucks to link into. Like you want it to work, even from a cancel it doesn't work. You just have to be closer. Oh, that's kind of weird. I guess you could catch them like that. And I'm not going to theory craft stuff right now. It's just, it's +2 on hit. +2, magical number. Enjoy it. Crouch heavy kick. I'm saying words wrong. 50 more V gauge on crush counter. This is the universal buffs that people got. So now when you land sweeps, oh wait, let me show you. It's the same as stand heavy punch now. It's should be half bars. Did I put the wrong thing on? It's the timer. There we go. So it gives you half a bar now instead of only 100. Just sweeps are more, crush counter sweeps are more rewarding. That's all they're just trying to do. I guess trying to make it so people don't get V-trigger as often with the standing crush counters. Flying headbutt expanded the hitbox. This is very, very slight. I don't know if I'll be able to show this because like it's still really small. Like for grounded opponents, it's still like, yeah, there you go. See, that's like very slight. This is mainly against jumping opponents. So it's like, just so it's like a little easier, because like look how small that is. It's just so that, you know, you land some combos a little easier, or if you want to do like, you want to do this stupid combo. Oh, that's V-trigger 1. Where's V-trigger? You want to do this stupid combo. More consistent. So just stuff like that. It's again, it's one of those things you'll like barely notice, but I guess a buff's a buff. I'll take it, unless it's a thunderstorm, in which case I won't take it. Light SPD, 20 more damage. This is one I did not expect. This is insane. It doesn't sound that crazy, but just like this getting 20 more damage, it does 200 now. That's stupid. People hate this move enough already. Like, do you see how, look at that. People hate this already. Getting grabbed from that far away. Now it does 20 more. So it's just better as a round closer. It's just more damage overall in matches, because light SPD is the one you're going to land the most. Right? It's just like, I was not expecting a buff to that. That's crazy. And then medium got 10 more. Medium's the one people never use, but you can still get stuff after it. And actually, wait, thanks to the crouch heavy punch, or crouch light punch buff, medium will be a little bit better because you're closer after one, so you can, like, you know, you can do one light, you do medium there after, you have to micro walk. You have to micro walk. But still, you can, like, you know, do medium, I think, one jab. Yeah, would work. Yeah, okay. So yeah, medium 10 more damage, light 20 more damage, and then heavy and EX still do the same damage. They all do the same stun still. And then speaking of SPDs, so light SPD, medium SPD, heavy, and EX in V-Trigger 2, I'll do 30 more? No, not 30. Hold on a second, let me double check this. So light? No, this is V-Trigger 1. So this does, when used in a combo, light does 20 more, and when used in combo, medium does 10 more. Heavy when used in a combo does 30 more, EX when used in a combo does 30 more. So just V-Trigger 2 combos do more damage. How much is this kid? Yeah, see, that's decent, and it still does a lot of stun. And if you just land light SPD, this does a lot more now. 330. Whereas medium is 340 now. Heavy's 350. Yeah, that's a lot. So they just made V-Trigger 2 more useful. And then with the light punch change and then the lariat change I'll go over after. V-Trigger 2 is just more viable, but V-Trigger 1 is still better. Just stick with that one. Alright. It's still cool though. Like, V-Trigger 2 is fun to mess around with, so I'm glad they didn't like leave it in the dust. Double lariat. Alright, so this is the biggest buff Gief got. This is the one that every Gief player is like, oh my god, over. So, lariat, when you land in, he has two different kinds of lariat. He has far lariat and close lariat. So if you see this, right? Oh, counter hit on? Yeah. So if you see his arms extending like that, it does 100 damage. That's far lariat. If you see his shoulder hitting you and it does 130 damage, that's close lariat. Now see, the biggest difference is that if you try to dash after a lariat, so I'm like -5 after dash down on his back rise, which means that like on quick rise I'd be 0, and that sucks. But on close lariat, they made it so that reduces the, actually I think on either lariat, reduce the blowback distance on hit for a grounded opponent. And then if close lariat happens, the recovery will be reduced by 10 frames, and then also close lariat does 10 more damage now. So it used to do 120, now it does 130. So what that means is that if they back rise a lariat, like dash, I'm +2 there. Alright, and then it depends on what combos you do, so it's like, I'm +3 there. Yeah. It's a little finicky, but because like close lariat counts as like frames 9 to 11, so you can be like, you know, 1 or 2 frame difference depending, but most of the time you're plus. You don't even need to dash, you can just like kind of walk towards them and be close enough to do something. So this is the biggest buff Gief got. I'm gonna pick V-Trigger 1 again because I'll show you that this also works against mid-air hits. As long as you land the close lariat, you'll get it, right? You can do this and then, you know, be +5 and in their face still. So it's, you know, have room for Oki and whatever. Yeah, that is, I love that buff. That is funny. That people hate getting put in the mix-up with Gief, and now he has more chances to put you in the mix-up. So, there is a combo you can do, because if you do headbutt, stand like his lariat, that gives you far lariat. But because headbutt is +7 and stand like kick is a 5 frame normal, you can have 1 to 2 frames to walk forward. So if you do this, walk forward. Oh, that wasn't it. Close lariat. Yeah, see, I got close lariat on that one. And I'm +4. I'm +4 because when you do it like that, you normally get the last frame of close lariat. So don't SPD if they like back rising after that, don't SPD right away because it'll miss. But then obviously if they quick rise, you're still minus. That was far lariat. There we go. You're still minus with the quick rise, but yeah, practice that combo. You have to do this, micro walk, close lariat, get Oki afterwards. So it's not the easiest combo to land, especially when people are used to the 3 frame buffer, but practice it, trust me. There's one more thing of his V skill. So this little thing here, it gives you more, actually wait. first you can backdash cancel it. I don't know why they gave them this. This is just weird. So yeah, now you can choose. If you're walking forward, if you see I'm mashing back, you can't do the backdash anymore. You can only do it in the standing position. And obviously you can't cancel the hit in the backdash. That doesn't work. So you can just choose to backdash. I don't know. It's just something that exists. Whatever. Speaking of armor, I forgot to mention. I'll say the rest of V skill first. So the other thing is that they gave it, you gain more V gauge on hits, which is the wrong one again. Do this one. All right, so now you give 80. See, you used to get 50, so now it gives 80. So before you'd have to land that 6 times. Now you only have to land it 4 times, and you get 1 bar plus a tiny bit extra. Obviously, it's not gonna happen a lot. It's again, it's one of those small buffs that like you should welcome it, but they're not like the biggest game changers in the world. They'll come up a couple times where sometimes you'll hit them and get just enough V gauge. So again, neat. Yeah. The thing I forgot to mention was the universal change to armor. Now if you armor stuff, you take half damage. I should have mentioned this at the start of the video, but screw it. You still. Before this would do 60. See, so if I take 1, 2 of these, it'd go to like the 1 in player 1 there. But now I can like. See, I armored 3 of those, and it wasn't even like at the 1. You take half damage from armoring stuff, right? The downside is if you armor stuff and you're like at no HP, which it would be hard to. See if I can show this. Basically, if you armor stuff and you're at no HP, you can die now. But how it works is that... Oh. Okay. Make the stun go down. So basically, yeah, if you armor stuff, see, it takes the gray life away. And then if you try armoring it when you have no life at all, then you'll die. I didn't show it the best way there, but basically you can die from armoring. So if you're super low HP, don't armor, because you will die for it. But you also take half damage, so you can now armor stuff more often. And then, you know, if you're like not at 0 HP, but if you're kind of low HP, you can. There's more chances for you to armor stuff because you only take half damage. So overall, Gief got buffed a lot. The early consensus is that he's considered mid-tier now, mainly because he now has meterless option into knockdown, into, you know, I mean, mix you up till the end of time. Because, you know, you can just kind of do this now. He gets OP after it. Yeah, enjoy the Gief buffs, dude. All of you. That's all I gotta say. If you got questions, you can, you know, ask in the comments or wherever you can find me on Discord or Twitter or whatever other crap on the internet that exists. And yeah, until next time, I will probably make another lazy lesson in like 3 years. Or probably just when the next patch comes out, because apparently that's all I use these for now. Okay, bye.